Our motto is leave no veteran behind, and we mean it.
It is a program that is shown to work, a special court for veterans whose scars from the battlefield lead to legal troubles at home.
But as Target 8 investigator Susan Samples shows us, the help these veterans need is increasingly being left to charity.
We're not ones to reach out and say, yeah, help me, I'm broke.
This was Army veteran Terry Hall last summer as he was working his way through Veterans Treatment Court in Wyoming.
We only allow veterans who have a service-connected injury or condition. Because of that, they've ended up having contact with the criminal justice system. That's who we take. And then we try and put them on the right path and get them well again.
Veterans Court is voluntary. It includes intensive probation, a lot of court appearances, therapy, counseling, and drug and alcohol testing. Those who graduate can see their sentence reduced or even have their charges dropped. Studies show Veterans Court graduates are 2 to 3 times less likely to reoffend. But it isn't cheap.
You got 15 to 30 guys, each testing twice a week. That's a lot of drug tests.
Last summer, Hall and a dozen others were part of the program for Kent County veterans. But in the fall, funding from the State Court Administrative Office in Lansing was cut.
As people graduated and as our funding issues cropped up, we weren't sure we'd have money, so we stopped accepting people.
In November, the state split $750,000 among 23 different veterans courts. Wyoming had asked for $177,000. They got $44,000.
It's not the state was not trying to give us money, but they only had so much money in the pot and they had to split it up among different courts, so we got what we got, but it just wasn't enough.
With less money coming from the state, Kent County and other veterans treatment courts in Michigan have been forced to turn to charity.
We decided that we needed to step up for such a good cause, and we unanimously voted to donate $12,000 to the court.
American Legion Post 311 is one of a number of local groups that have donated to keep the Wyoming court running. The court itself can't take donations, so the Friends of Kent County Veterans Treatment Court was formed.
So I think this is something that veterans deserve and should have.
Dan Opoff is one of the trustees of the nonprofit. A veteran himself, Dan and his group have been raising money to not just keep the program running, but to help it grow.
What we need to do is increase the number of veterans that we can get into the program.
Our hope is to get to around 30, give or take. That's our hope, but we just didn't have the funding for it.
Along with donations, the court is also getting some money from the Veterans Millage passed by Kent County voters in 2014. But there are concerns that a court that relies heavily on donations may not be sustainable long term.
So I know the American Legion and the folks in Kent County are making sure that legislators know that this is something that is an important part of what we think we owe veterans.
Terry Hall graduated from the program last summer and is now a mentor with the court. As for state funding, the governor's budget calls for $500,000 to be split among the state's 25 veterans treatment courts. That averages out to only $20,000 each. If you would like to learn more about the Friends of Kent County Veterans Treatment Court, we have that information on our website at woodtv.com. I'm Target 8 investigator Susan Samples.